Good day everyone, this is Patrick from Easy FX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday the 4th of July 2020, and this is the weekly Ichimoku analysis for the Euro and the cable for the second week of July. And just before we go into the analysis, just to share with you that I also have a website for those who are new to my channel, and you can go to easy-fxcode.com and browse through my channel there. The weekly analysis is also posted on the page, and you can browse through all the previous analysis for past years as well. And I also have a weekly trading blog published every Sunday, where I share my trade, at least just one trade, where I make 100 pips in one trade, and using basic Fibonacci retracement and extension strategy. So that's also archived for years over there, and in general just some information on my training course as well. Alright, so let's move on to the analysis for the Euro, and it's the weekly time frame, and after a couple of weeks being rejected, in fact 3 or 4 weeks rejection of the weekly 200 EMA, last week's was a shorter attempt to retest the highs and was blocked, and now on the daily time frame you can see that it's moving in a slightly bearish channel, so it has not been able to climb up higher with lower highs now. Alright, back to the weekly time frame, and just a quick look at the monthly. It's a bit difficult to see, but last month was a bullish month as well, but now it's slowing down, losing some momentum, and it's hovering around the 21.4 Fib retracement level, trying to climb out of the Kumo. And on the daily time frame it is above the Kumo, but drifting lower down to the next bullish Kumo here. And it needs to find some support and reason for it to bounce and break out higher, or else it may just drift lower back down to the 38 Fib retracement level and back into the weekly Kumo area. Alright, and there's no major news next week as well for the Eurozone, except the Eurogroup meetings on Thursday. Let's take a look at the pound sterling, and against the US dollar. And last week it managed to bounce off the 38 Fib retracement area and climb back up to where we identified the previous resistance zone, back up to the 21.4 Fib retracement area near the 125. So there could be some attempt to break through the 125, but it's still some major resistance to contend with, and especially on the fundamental side, there's no major news next week to speak of, except this weekend's reopening of businesses, and we have to see if there's any impact on the infection numbers with the reopening. All right, so for now it's consolidating within this 2 fibs. And there's still a major resistance up ahead at the 127, but before that there's the downsloping 55 EMA coming up along with the previous spikes in this area. It's near the 126.30 area. So there is some limited upside here. But below that, there's also it needs to break below the 38 fib to target the next fib area at the 50 fib zone, and a retest of this swing low area. Alright, let's take a quick look at the monthly time frame for last month. It closed after being rejected of the 127 and fell all the way back with a long wick candle. So it does look like it's just some retracement, and then could fall further again. So we'll see how much retracement there is further up before there's a rejection. So it could be at the 55 EMA. So we'll see. All right. So meanwhile, do check out my other videos for the other major pairs, including spot gold and dollar yen. And do check out my website as well. Have a good and safe week ahead, and cheers for now.